Did you move to Spain for a better quality of life? But do you feel that you sometimes struggle with the different everyday challenges? Do you feel stressed and uncertain about your relocating and moving to a new country? And would you like to fully enjoy all your new life as an expat in Spain? Because if you do, in today's episode, I'm speaking to Maayan, who is a mindfulness coach, and Gal, a positive psychology coach, who, apart from being sisters, they are life abroad experts and the founders of Smoozitive. But Smoozitive, they're gonna come in and tell us the right pronunciation of their company. Smoozitivity. It's okay. They'll help us with that. Apart from the name joke, they've been working with people who made the empowering choice to live abroad and help them with the relocation and to feel comfortable and at ease in their new country. They strongly believe in that mindset is the most important, one of the most important factors in enjoying the experience abroad. And I have to have them on the show because we see things very similarly with regards to moving abroad and creating the right mindset. So without further ado, let me bring them in. And the first thing I'm going to ask them is how to pronounce the name of the company properly. Hello, girls.
Hello, thank you so much for having us.
Did I just chop the name of your company?
No,
Jeez.
actually that's great because now we can talk about the name of our company, right?
Please go for it.
And start by saying that it's Smoozitive as smooth and positive.
So I completely get it.
You got it, but you added a little bit of Spanish into it, and it's fine.
But I'm still getting used to the podcast and the introductions. I'm still nervous, still kind of tingly, press record. Oh my God, it's happening. I've got the camera, the lights, the sound, and then the names. Oh, damn it. Girls, how long have you been helping expats in this with this very important part of their new lives in abroad?
It's been almost 3 years now that we launched Smoozitive. We helped people before, but officially it's been 3 years.
3 years now.
Gotcha. And what made you become experts in positivity?
In positivity, generally speaking, I think it's kind of something we were born in it without knowing how to use it. But I think what really got us to what we're doing is we have over 30 years of experience of moving and living abroad. We started moving when we were young kids, and moving and living abroad, we'll talk more today, but it develops some kind of skills that as kids you don't understand that this is what you're doing. As adults, we finally were able to put words on what we're actually doing and then put it into practice for our clients and the people we work with.
Amazing. And you in particular, you describe what you do as a positivity psychology coach. Is that something that you kind of started, or is that something that you can actually learn?
No. I have a master's degree in positive psychology. It is a big thing. Positive psychology is just a field within psychology that is about 35 years old now. And it's a lot of research that has been proven to say, let's talk about mental health more than mental illness. It's a different way of looking at it. It's a different approach to this psychology. And I decided a couple of years ago, about 10 years ago now, to go back to uni, challenge myself, and learn those things that I was doing quite naturally on my own, but I wanted the science behind it and understand, okay, how does our brain works when we do those things? So I'm a positive psychology coach.
Gotcha. And I suppose Maayan, as a mindfulness coach, is kind of complementing a little bit the expertise to provide a well-rounded service to your clients, no?
Yeah, absolutely. So mindfulness is a different topic, right? I learned mindfulness first for myself because I was feeling really, really bad about my own life, and I needed some tools to help me cope with my day-to-day life with high stress levels of daily life as a mom and life in general. And then I started learning mindfulness and practicing mindfulness and using it more than anything as a tool in my own life. and then starting using it when we coach others as well, as part of the mindset work that we teach others to do. So it's really complementary. It's not the same, but it complements each other.
Also, I'm actually very excited to have you here on the show because one of the main traits of a good expat is a positive mindset, and I kind of started writing down a bit of an episode to talk about it. But then I met you girls, and you might as well, have you as experts to sort of share your take on this journey. So. Can you tell me a little bit about the problems that the clients or the people that you normally work with experience and they need for professional support?
So I think what a lot of people are neglecting is the fact that when you move abroad, it's basically life in another country, but you keep on living. So you keep on having the same things and the same situation that you used to have before. If you used to have problems in your relationship, or if you were single and dating, or if you have kids, or if you're working, you take your life with you somewhere else. Even if you start a new job and you do it in another country, it's basically life in another country. So we say it's like you have the same layers of life challenges that everyone has. Okay, we all have different things that we have to deal with, etc. But then you have the expat layer of challenges, which comes with culture shock, a different language, not understanding how things are being done in a certain place, not having your support system, not understanding why everything takes you 3 to 5 times more time than you're used to. Like going to the supermarket, instead of being a 20-minute thing, becomes a 3 hours event. Opening a bank account, you've done it a couple times before, now it's a new challenge. So this is something a lot of people are not necessarily thinking about when they plan their move abroad or when they move abroad. And it causes a lot of struggles for a lot of expats.
Gotcha. I think the main thing that I would like our listeners here today is to help them to develop that positive mindset abroad. Like you said, because as soon as they start confronting or facing those extra challenges, it could be quite hard to show up with a big smile and to keep on going and trying to peel the layers of the new life abroad. No? So what would you suggest that could be the first step that anybody living abroad should pay attention to in their journey?
Well, I think the first step would be to decide that this is what you want, right? You have to decide that you want to live a positive life abroad rather than living a life of struggle. That's something that people have a hard time understanding, that it's a decision. But I'm going to say it again. Start with deciding that this is what you want from your life abroad.
That sounds very easy to say to
Yes.
anybody. Hey, just decide it, right? Trust me, I've done it. Decided.
Yeah, it sounds easy, but it's not that simple. And sometimes you need to decide a couple of times a day because every time you face a challenge, you say, okay, I don't want this. I want to choose something else. And then you make this decision again and again and again. And then finally, after some time, and it takes practice, and this is why we're here and this is why we have our job, is to help those people to make this decision again and again until it's like natural to them. And oh my God, this is not the life I want. This is not the reality I want abroad. I'm going to decide to see it differently. And
I think what's important here to understand, and again, it's not an easy thing. Like it's easy, but it's not necessarily simple to do. But without it, none of the things that we're going to share in a second will matter. Because if you, for yourself, you don't decide and tell yourself, you know what? I didn't move to Spain to struggle and to suffer and to have a hard time and to miss my family all the time. I didn't do this crazy step for that. So you need to make this decision, and then you can actually start doing other things. But without this, it's the basic to everything. No matter what we will recommend you, you will find the excuses as to why your situation is not exactly the right one and why you can't do this and why this is not going to work. So First of
I
all, it's
suppose,
deciding.
I suppose by deciding you really step out of that victim mentality of things are happening to me, I'm not in control. But once you step into I'm doing this, I'm choosing this attitude, kind of sets you put more in control of the situations.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, we once heard this sentence that life isn't happening to me, it's happening for me. And, you know, that's kind of a tool to use when you're facing a challenge, an obstacle, something that you don't like in your day to day life. It's just a mindset shift. It's a small thing, and we will share more about those tips and tricks that you can do. But this, you know, sentence is, life is not happening to me, I'm not a victim here, right? I'm the creator of my own life. And then you can deal with it in a better way, in a way that actually serves you and the life that you want to live.
Every time I hear that expression, I've got this image in my head, being on top of a bike. Life is happening for you. I'm on top of a bike and I'm not holding the steering wheel. It's kind of like, whoa, like I'm not in control. Whereas if happened in life, I'm in control of my life, like I'm really holding the steering wheel and I can really, I'm still going downhill. It could be fast
Yeah,
and bumpy, but I might be a little bit more in control of the ride.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. And I think it's important because we have this tendency, it's a very common thing for expats, for no expats as well, to be like sitting aside and be like, oh, this person did this, the Spanish are like this, the weather is like it's everyone and everything else. And then it's so easy to blame everything and everyone else, because if you're not responsible, if life is happening for you, sorry, if life is
Mm.
happening to you, then it's basically you're here, you're just like a visitor in your own life, but it's your life. What do you want to do with it? So
Gotcha.
you take
So
the risk.
we came to a new country, started struggling. We decided that we want to be positive. Where could we take it from here now? What's the next step?
The next step will be to start small. Okay, start with small mindset training. Call it, if it's not something that comes naturally to you, to see what's good, what's working, what's okay. And we always say, like, you need to start small in the small places where it's easy for you. Don't go and make like, my life is amazing right now, even though you just finished crying on your sofa and eat a full cup of ice cream. Like, it's not, we're not talking, not, don't make those big jumps, but start small. So one thing could be, just ask yourself right now, what is okay? There's a lot of overshadowing things that looks really great, but is there one thing that is okay? It doesn't have to even be amazing or good, but okay. And focus on that for now and build on it a little bit by little.
Yeah. And you know, sometimes we move to a new country and so simple things like the smell of the bakery outside your house, the nature that you see from the window, the weather maybe is better than where you came from. All those small things are sometimes overlooked because you're so focused on everything that is not working, that is hard and challenging. But when you focus back your attention on the things that do work, that you do have, maybe you have an apartment, great. Maybe you found someone that speaks your language that can help you. Maybe you have a new friend that knows, you know, the town and can show you around. There's a lot of positive things around us. When we're feeling low, we sometimes neglect those, but they are there. So we just need to focus on those, even if they're really, really tiny, they're really important.
Do you feel that positivity comes together with gratitude?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's still putting attention on, it's deciding where to put that attention, and I could be very blaming, and there's
Yeah.
nothing good, or I could be very grateful for that smell that you suggested, or for
Yeah.
that friendship that I have. So do you feel that they come together?
So I think it's a step forward, being able to be grateful for this. First, you need to be able to notice that it's there.
Mm-hmm.
Before you decide what you're feeling about it, it's noticing. Ooh, this happened. This was going on today. And then the next step, yes, definitely, gratitude is a big thing. A lot of people are taking it a little bit spiritual and stuff. No, it's plain simple as being like, this is good. I'm thankful for it. I'm grateful for it. And I'm grateful for it right now. Again, it's a daily thing. It's a not even, it's an hourly, minutely thing that
Whatever
you can,
comes your way, yeah.
whatever come all the time, whatever you create, whatever comes your way, whatever is happening, if you can be grateful for it, this sense of gratefulness will make our entire being more at ease, more joyful, more relaxed for a lot of other things. And then when something is happening as is not so good, well, the balance is more interesting and it's not completely overshadowing all the rest of your day because you had stuff you were grateful for.
This is really under the scope of mindset and self-development, and you also touch on your communication, your messaging. No, you talk about how to combine mindset with knowledge. What do you mean by that?
Okay, so with our experience working with a lot of people that are moving abroad, we started with only mindset work. We helped them train their mindset to see their reality in a different way and then work with it, build their confidence and approach situation in a better way. But then we realized that mindset alone is not enough, right? You need to have, a lot of people are looking for certainty. They need to know things. Okay, you move to a new country, you move to Spain, you need to know how the health system works. You need to know who do you call when you have an emergency. You need to know which bank can open a bank account for foreigners. All this knowledge gives people certainty. Certainty gives them, some security, but without mindset they will do nothing about it. Okay. So for example, if you have the knowledge of a new language, right, you learn new word, you learn grammar, vocabulary, but then you have zero confidence to actually open your mouth and ask for something from a local person. So this is where we understood that combining mindset and knowledge is how you create a life abroad that you can thrive in, that you can enjoy every minute that you live, because you have both things and you really need both.
I completely agree. I feel that with the people that I work with, or my messaging, it's that knowledge is not enough. And knowledge equals teachers, equals verbs and words and numbers and colors and whatever. It's not enough, because not having the right mindset means not having the balls to open the mouth and show up and make things happen. No.
But on the other side, knowledge is power. So if, for example, language is one thing, but let's take a bank account. Opening a bank account is something that every expat at some point has to deal with, right? No matter where you're moving to, it's good that you have your bank account in another country. At some point, you want to have a local bank account. Now, you've opened a bank account before. Now you need to deal with a new system in a different language most of the time, and you don't even know where to start. So you start asking yourself, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know which bank should I go to. I don't know what papers I need to bring. I don't know who should I speak to. I don't know who can help me. So all those questions are making you doubt yourself and your capabilities to actually go for it. Now you can go for a service that will do it for you, but they will not give you the knowledge that you need to actually do it if at some point you actually want to do it yourself. So this is where we say knowledge is power. If you know, you can then go to, for example, a bank and actually listen to what they're going to tell you, listen to the expert, do the exchange, because you know something. You have certain knowledge in your brain to help you deal with it. Now combine this with a positive mindset and approach the situation with a smile and say to yourself, what's the best that could happen today? I'm going to open a bank account. That's the best that could happen today. And then, okay, maybe it's not going to be as smooth as you imagined, because maybe the system in Spain is a little bit more complicated where you're coming from. But you have the knowledge, you have the positive mindset, the situation will work. It may take a little longer or not, but it will work.
Hey friend, do you want to know why you feel stuck and frustrated with your Spanish? If you do, I invite you to answer the 15 simple questions that you find on my online assessment, where you get a score in 3 different key areas: language skills, mindset, and integration. Then you receive a personalized report with detailed feedback on each area, helping you celebrate your strengths and pinpoint where you can improve. It's free and it only takes 1 minute. So to get started, check out the link on the description. All right, let's continue with this nice, tangible, and visible example, right? So I know I know what I need to do to open up a new bank account, and I have the right mindset and I've got the right attitude, or to go and do it. There's something missing, isn't it?
The language.
Well, the language, yeah, you call me and I help you, but we need to take action.
And action.
We need to take action.
Yeah, absolutely. This is where mindset becomes really helpful, because this is what will allow you to take an action, to do this crazy step and go to a bank in a foreign language, in a foreign country, and say, hola, I need a bank account, right? With the confidence and with a smile. And you won't believe how a smile can really make things easier, because when you approach someone, sitting in there behind their desk, seeing angry people all day, and then you come with a smile, they're automatically more positive when they're responding to you. And even though you speak a broken language, you make many mistakes, if you smile and you come with confidence and you have a clear message, I need a bank account, can you help me please? That's it. It's that simple sometimes, right?
Being vulnerable. Can you help me, please? I don't know everything. I don't have all the capacities. I'm here. I can communicate a little bit. Just to help me out, and the right person will show up to save the day. Not everybody will be in the position to help, but because they'll have their own insecurities and fears and their own BS. Yeah. But asking for help is such a powerful superpower.
Absolutely.
So, girls, if I heard you correctly, in order to go from struggling as an expat in a new country and feeling a little bit stressed and uncertain, you've shared with us 3 main strategies, 3 main ideas. See if I heard you correctly understood. You said that the first thing that we need to do in order to embrace a positive attitude and a positive mindset is to decide that we want to enjoy a life abroad better, and that we want to make the most out of the little details that we see around us. But we need to decide to look for those opportunities. You also said that it's all about the small details, like Maya was saying, the smell, that one person, that one smile. It doesn't have to. We don't need to be paying attention to big things or super meaningful, massive things in your life. Just paying attention to small little things in your life can really come a long way to ignite that good feeling abroad, huh? And you also said that once you have the knowledge and you have the right mindset, taking action, it kind of becomes very easy. It's kind of you already know what to say. You already have the energy and the attitude to say it. It's just going forward and making change happen around your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
And those actions can be small at the beginning. That's totally fine. You don't have to start with asking for a loan from the bank. You can just come and ask for help opening a bank account, or it can be really small steps, but train yourself to take an action, because if you're not taking any action, nothing is going to happen, right?
Awesome. I wonder what's your journey now with Smoozitive. Smoozitive. Apology. Soy español, so my accent is all very good looking. It's Smoozitive. Smoozitive. Where are you at with Smoozitive at the moment? And what's your vision? What's your plan? Where you're heading towards?
So we have our mobile app that we launched a couple of months ago, and we have amazing users from all across Europe, but also like Americans and Brits that are coming to Europe. It's really, really fascinating. And this app provides expert-led video content that gives you the knowledge and the mindset in one app. So this is one thing that we have right now. But as a general vision, you wanna share, Joanne?
We're here. Our vision at Smoozitive is to impact more and more people who decided to live abroad, right? Nobody forced you to go there in most cases, but we want to impact those people who decided to live abroad and help them have a more positive life. We want to, it's not too big to ask to enjoy their life abroad, right? People did not take those crazy steps, adventures just to struggle abroad. We want people to actually enjoy their lives abroad. We want them to live their dream lives. We all have this fantasy. Ooh, I'm gonna move to Spain, I'm gonna lay on the beach all day drinking sangria. Well, that's not reality, but we want to have them create a life that is as close to their dream and they can enjoy living on a day-to-day basis. It's not that we want to eliminate all the challenges and the obstacles and the hard moments. It's not about that. It's not about neglecting the problems. It's about learning to approach life in all the circumstances that you have around you in a better way, in a way that you can wake up in the morning and say, oh my God, I'm living my best life right now. So that's our biggest vision, and we're working, right now with the app, and we're coaching people one-on-one, helping them more on the mindset side of things. And we're working with companies that are sending employees abroad as well. So
the more the better.
The more the better. The more people we impact and create this positive movement.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I resonate so much with what your girls are doing. The only one thing that I don't hear in your communication, it's Spanish, and that's the one thing that I add to my story. But I'm exactly in the same journey. And if I wasn't a language coach, I would probably be working alongside your girls, sort of only focusing on the mindset. So I'm kind of combining both. But you girls, I really like the way your girl doing things. And the app, I was checking it out recently. And I think it's a very unique and original resource where you're really combining, you're introducing a lot of professionals and experts from different fields, all related to creating a positive and abundant life abroad, and they're offering their mini courses to the users. I think it's a great initiative that what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It was really important to us to bring to our users, first of all, human, right? They're not just experts. They're people with experience in moving abroad or helping people who just moved abroad. And they share their information in a very simple, straightforward, trustworthy way that is really easy to relate to, easy to digest. You don't need to take a course now, take notes, do homework. It's not that. It's like very easy, straightforward, and you can do it on your phone. You have your phone, instead of just scrolling on Instagram or other social media, you can actually get some knowledge that you need and learn how to train your mindset to help you in your life abroad. So glad that you like it.
I'll be definitely checking out, sharing your Instagram on the description, as well as a link to the app, so everybody to enjoy and see if anybody finds value signing up. But chicas, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. Welcome to the Good Expat podcast. Thank you for coming at such an early stages of the project and being here. my new role as a podcaster.
I love it. Well done. You're doing great.
We'll make sure that we do this again sometime in the future. We probably get to see the improvement. We'll probably be more relaxed. Chicas,
thank you so much.
Hablamos.
Bye bye.